Hello everyone, it's mysticjuicer back with some more Yomi action. This is the losers bracket of the Yomi Draft Tournament 2016 Solo Edition. Me versus Ryker. My team is Geiger, Rook, Midori, Valerie, and his team is Troq, Zane, DeGrey, Persephone. So I end up going Valerie here because there's kind of an awkward set of picks that I have to make against his team. Rook is really good against Zane and DeGrey, and I feel okay versus Persephone. So I kind of can't lead with him because I'm too scared of getting accidentally running into Troq, which I have a bit of difficulty with. So we go with Valerie. So this is a matchup that can get out of hand really quickly, really badly. She has an excellent tool in her single ace, which is 1.0 speed, so it's a really good neutral button, and I think that's why that came out. The block came out first turn, just as he's feeling me out. I have 4 normals, which is really great. I don't know why I'm thinking of leading off with a 6 there. I should either be blocking or 4 poking here. Luckily we go block. So the early game for Valerie is definitely all about building up to a hand of cards and assembling a really good 4 normal combo. Well, not even a really good 4 normal combo, just 4 normals. If they start with high normals, or you can tag a bunch of 6s in there, that's great too. But the important part, from my perspective, is just to get 2 aces off of your straight. Against a character like Zane, who really doesn't need to do all that much building up, he's already at 9 cards. He doesn't need to assemble much more in terms of a hand before he can start going in, and that's exactly what I'm worried about. I can try to counter throw his 5s with 7s, but I need burst of speed to do that, so I really need to be poking. But I don't want to be poking too much, because if he goes to a block heavy range, then I'm just giving him a bunch of free cards and he can go to Anarchy, and Anarchy is absolutely disgusting in this matchup. As Valerie it's a 0.0 speed move that deals 50 damage, so it's really great to dodge off of, and it really discourages Valerie from being aggressive. Neither of which is great. So I decide I don't want to be thrown anymore, so I keep running some more attacks into blocks. He's getting up into a fairly high hand size, and I don't have any bursts of speed, so I'm really hoping I don't get eaten by a 2. And unfortunately, I get hit with a king, and that's not great either. It's going to put me on the ground, and he's working on a really nice life lead. And he's got 11 cards in hand. Now I've got tons of queens, so I can play reversals. I can get out of this situation. I'm going to immediately queen up. Unfortunately, he expects that and dodges. Really no reason for me to face down here. I'm going to end up taking... I don't like jokering here in retrospect. I'm preventing 10, like 9 or 10 damage. Oh, not even that much either. I didn't have the knockdown or didn't want to play it there. Immediate power up for 2 aces. Things are already incredibly hairy, and I don't have any normals to really get great damage off of. So I'm expecting either immediate Anarchy or throw. Decide to not get immediately Anarchied. And the dodge makes it even more likely that he actually has Anarchy. I'm playing scared. I'm scared. Spooked. Block some more. Goes in with throws. And yeah, it's looking really, really bad. I've dealt him 2 damage. So face down, and I already have, like, I'm in so much trouble. I'm in nowhere near even halfway through my deck. I've already used 1 Joker. He's just got a whole bunch of free damage that he can put on the table. Very, very little risk. So I check and see that he's got all 4 6s in the discard, so I odd block, and he gets me with the even 2-attack cross-up, which is really, really sick on his part. Yeah, like, the only thing this lose to is a 2. He's probably going to play a 2, and then, of course, he does. Gets a queen off the shenanigans, lots of damage here. Got tons of damage, 27 off of a 2-attack. And I am at 16, and this is basically over. So now he definitely doesn't have any even cross-ups anymore. So I'm gonna. Okay, actually, no, I do go for the even cross-up. I'm actually expecting another 2. Luckily, I don't get exploded there. He was expecting a queen, I suppose. I still have no damage. If I hit with a 4, I'm gonna go with all 3 7s, but no. I get 2 poked, and this is over. Yeah, might as well. Start fishing for jokers. Because this game is over if I don't find one. And we're gonna mash this 9. Yeah. that match definitely could have gone better. After this, yeah, he's definitely gonna follow up in that and go for the kill. So I'm immediately gonna switch into Rook. Rook will do well against Zane. So definitely looking to improve, you know, at least, if not my performance, then at least the length of time that it takes him to kill me. And so the additional 20 hit points is definitely going to help with that. Alright, we've got an okay hand. See if we can tag a throw on our first turn. Yep. So I can combo into Jack 10. I'm probably not going to. I'm probably just going to leave it there. Yeah. 4 poke into cards. Sitting at 9. Throw me again, please. No, okay. Worth a shot. So we're halfway to ace-ace. Expecting him to expect me to go back to blocking, so going with some throws here to get some early damage in is nice. And on a bit of a life lead. Can try to go for a 5 cross up here. It might work. That's probably what I'm contemplating. I can do 5 into queen for 15 or 19. So, fortunately, don't land it, and I don't have rock armor off of this. It's unfortunate, but I don't have that additional head. Although he does flip the jack, so probably wasn't going to get that one anyway. Has the queen as well, so this could be another 27 damage if he has the 9. Nope. Nearly, though. 25. Pretty good. Still have the life lead, though. So here, Wake Up King is kind of the face-up play for Rook at all times. So I'm going to go for simply blocking, see if I can catch a queen or a jack from him. Instead, he crosses me up with even 6. Doesn't flip all that much off of the shenanigans, though. So unless he's got another jack or queen in hand, and does, taking quite a bit of damage here. He takes the life lead by 20 hit points. The fact that I've blocked indicates he probably doesn't have to worry about King. I've basically got an even block, odd block, and throw mix-up that I need to play. And once again, he hits me with the 6. I'm going to face down here just in case. Getting hit with normal starters by Zane, it can be a really, really ugly situation where he can find the most of his damage. So something like throw 9 jack or throw queen jack. Yeah, throw 9 jack is his max damage off of throw, unless he's got ace in hand. And that's going to be what, 6, 15. Jack deals 9 or 7, so 22 or 24. Yeah, I think it's 24. 24 damage off throw. Much more livable than something like, 30 or whatever. Okay, so we're back in neutral. 33 hit points. Try not to get opened up with too many 2s. I think that's his 3rd or so. Finally get a king. Quite nice. Still a lot of hit points that we have to chew through, though. Try to land a jack. Okay, smother this 6. I'm gonna go jack 7-8 for 19. We just have to find. We have to find damage. We can't have like 40 hit point gaps. Rook does not have damage output that is going to let him, get back in the game with one good read, basically. So we have to not fall behind too far. So he's mostly been attacking me. We'll go back to blocking. Throwing in some dodges as well in case I want to be playing more jacks. Jack is a very, very good neutral button in the matchup. At 2.2 speed, it's going to outspeed anything that doesn't involve aces from Zane's part. Does get eaten up by king, but Rook likes to block, so kings in neutral aren't always... Yeah, just like that. Kings in neutral, not always the greatest thing for Zane to do. Does allow Rook to get some potential cross-up shenanigans with 7s and 5s. Choose not to power up there, just because those are my 2 normal blocks. Not always great to get rid of those. I honestly don't know what I would do on this turn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so expect a button to be pushed, and a button is indeed pushed. So I decide it's time to play for... Well, to play for ace-ace or checkmate buster. Yeah, if I'm powering anything up, it should be the queens. Yeah, just in case it doesn't work and I can block my way back into a situation where I can get at least ace-ace. But I decide that I'm just going to mash checkmate buster here because the expected move is the expected move is for me to just block there. So I steal a game from Ryker that was very much rightfully his, with desperation, suddenly checkmate buster. Okay, immediate switch to Persephone. Again, a matchup that I have had, that I go on to have difficulty with against Chaks, but in this position, I'm still fairly confident in the matchup. I feel it's fairly even. It's a good start for me, coming up with 2 throw. I don't have anything in hand that is really going to be terrible for me if I do get Mistresses commanded. I have only even blocks, so that's not great, and he would probably slow jack my king, get the knockdown, and set up again for a cross-up of some kind. But I could power up the 6s and the 8s if I really wanted to. Nice. Find another throw. We're dealing a good amount of damage here. Gets power up for a single ace. Very likely, I feel here to be a throw attempt, but I don't. Oh, okay, okay. So I do manage to block a slow jack. The mix-up is kind of either dodge into Mistress's Command, raw Mistress's Command, which can give Rook some trouble unless he has Queen or Jack, or just throw him to start building up a hand again. He's sticking on block, which probably indicates he doesn't have any dodges. Playing very, very, very block heavy here, and he reaches out and throws me. Yeah. Doesn't follow it up with anything. He could really only follow up with ace-ace, and that's 3 cards to get 1 card. Really want to conserve. If you have ace-ace in that situation, you definitely want to conserve it in hand because it opens up way more options for you on this turn. You can go for a 5 or 6 cross-up, which is safe from king. All sorts of stuff. Unfortunate situation here. I am going to get Mistresses commanded. Oh no, okay. So on your knees, which I much prefer. Does go for the knockdown. Interesting looking back on it now that he didn't go for a throw there instead. Throw or jack. Because if it is a real joker, then that prevents 16 damage. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if that indicates anything about his hand. He does pick up an 8, so he does now have a throw, so the read isn't particularly important anymore. I'm powering up here to rescue an ace and a jack from my... ace 2 and 10. Not particularly crucial that I get rid of that, but I'd rather not leave him in a position where he could get Mistress's Command off with Barrier Soul already up. So I have the option of Wake Up Aces. I have the option of just block. Dodge is also a possible play from Ryker, so could try to throw my way up, although that is particularly risky, especially if he has 2 aces in hand. Okay, no, just do aces, and that worked out nicely. We have 3 8s, so we can pick those aces up again if we really want to. Although, again, the lower we get in hand, and I don't have any odd blocks at all. So if I ever do get put on my back, it could be very, very dangerous. Okay, it gives me a 7. Nothing, not a particularly good card. It's not a block. And it is, yeah, not particularly good in any way. So I do get the throw off, put him at 20. So within reach, working on quite a life lead at the moment. If I was playing this again, the advice I would give myself is probably to go in here. Power up all 3 8s, and then go for something. So I do have the opportunity to try to cross up or something. Get a queen off instead. So undercut that that single ace. I'm gonna pump that just to put him at 6 hit points. So I just need anything to kill. Gives me an odd block, which is really good. Yeah, I just need to win combat once, basically. I don't have rock armor, and it's very unlikely that I'd be able to get rock armor off of anything anyway. What I should be worried about is probably Gold Burst. The further behind somebody is against Rook, the more likely Gold Burst is to be a thing. Okay, that's really good. I'm really glad I didn't run into that. I've got him in an excellent position. I should definitely power up 2 of those 8s. I should be powering up 2 of those 8s immediately. Yeah, I don't know why I'm holding on to those. Yeah, hoping for special block to kill. The threat of single ace made him feel more secure about throwing, because I would be too worried to throw into it. He's now got 2 aces in hand. Yeah, it's just an ugly situation all around. Now the threat, you know, what would have been a dominant option last turn of ace-ace is just not anymore. So I can try to 5-block ace-ace for kill. Even cross-up becomes much stronger as a result. He does get the even cross-up off. This is 2 into ace-ace. Yeah, for knockdown and a whole bunch more options into his hand. And this is where things get very, very scary, because he can probably put himself in a position now with the amount of cards in his discard that he's able to continuously apply the threat of ace-ace. And so, you know, just a second ago I was at 74 health, and it's getting further and further away. I should probably still be powering up 8s. I would then still have an even and an odd block, which is all I really need in this situation. Checking the number of, checking the number of even and odd blocks that I had in hand. Like, it's powering up for an ace here is so much weaker than it was a second ago. I just wish I had recognized the necessity of closing things out faster. Oh, the head's in the hand now. So you know it's not looking good. The pressure is on. So he could try cross-up. He could do ace-ace. Does have to worry a little bit about special blocks, so he could do even cross-up. Can still get throws. Okay, went for even cross-up again. Missed the chance to ace-ace him. Do get a little bit of breathing room. Still has a 2, which you can use as a dodge. So he gives me the 3. Likely to get it out of my hand. He immediately gold bursts there. Yeah, I'm actually sincere. That was a pretty sick setup. I was like, oh, okay, I just gave you a 3. Here's your safety blanket. Well, let me just option select that safety blanket with this gold burst. Now, just slightly too late on the ace-ace reveal. Down to 33. I do have the cards I need in hand to be able to discard back up to ace-ace. Still have an even and an odd block in hand if I do that. Again, not sure why. Really not sure why I'm not doing it here. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Persephone 2 attack is just slightly faster than that. And I did not try for rock armor because I thought it was so unlikely. So unlikely. Yeah. that he would not be able to knock down, so didn't even consider it. Okay, we get the knockdown. Definitely accept this, we pay the life here. Put him at 1. We put him at 1, our queen deals 2 chip, it's a 1.0 speed. The only thing I have to worry about is ace, ace, and queen. And I can also option select, or like if I'm expecting those, I can play the 5. So both of those are pretty good. Well worth putting him in this position. And now I basically have 50-50. I can block to kill, ace ace, but he throws, and if I just pushed a button... Yeah, but that is going to be lethal. So Ryker... Oh no, sorry, no, he doesn't follow it up. Wow, okay. Puts me at 3, so I'm still in this, but I basically don't have any options anymore. His queen deals 3 chip, and he's just going to play queen. Or ace ace. Either of which are going to deal with everything, and I believe I have used all of... Wow, and he gets the Joker as well. So just no goodness. Yep. The rip indicating the checkmate. We throw just in case he does something silly, but that is it. Nicely checkmated at the end there. Yeah. All 4 3s and 2 of the 5s in the discard, and he had Bury Your Soul up so he could see exactly what he was giving me. It was brutal. Brutal play by Ryker, so returning the favor and absolutely robbing me in the last half of that set, or in the last half of that game. yeah, it was really, really sick comeback. Alright, so Valerie and Rook have been eliminated. I have Geiger and Midori left. So I believe... Oh, I don't actually know who I pick next. I think I go for Geiger? Yeah, I think I pick Geiger. Which, not a great pick against Persephone. Yeah, very much. Neither of these characters is a great pick against Persephone, but I decide to go with Geiger anyway. I figure my chances are better with him than anybody else. So we've got a pretty good hand. The scary part of this match is basically that if she ever gets Mistress's Command off, Geiger has, like, basically every ability in his hand is going to be played, and it's going to be the worst thing ever. So, immediate first turn dodge. So this is very likely to be Mistress's Command. Oh no, okay, so it was just a throw. Yeah, my heart absolutely leapt into my chest. I'm really glad I didn't face down there out of panic. Immediately gets an ace. But hey, we've got a spiral and discard. We're doing good. Immediate time kick, or do we block? The worry here, now that he's got a single ace, is dodge into Mistress's Command. Could really set us up for a lot of pain. So we time kick our way up, put him on the ground. Tumcuck! This is probably my, like, 3rd ever Geiger game, so yeah. Something. all of these decisions are going to be questionable. I mean, I know I have a general idea of what Geiger wants to do, right? He wants to block a lot, he wants to build up a hand, he wants to get temporal distortion up, and then he wants to hit you with a combo that kills your entire family, basically your entire roster. Going for that 70 damage overkill nonsense. We get thrown to the ground. We've already used one of our kings. We have a single spiral in the discard, so our research and development isn't all that great. There's a known single ace floating around out there. He gets the double throw, but I think he just has throws in the discard, so it could be worse. It could be way, way worse. Although giving Persephone free cards... No, okay, no, there's some other stuff there. So he does pick up four cards, including a counter, I think. Okay, that makes me feel a heck of a lot safer. Jack is much safer now as well, because we can get around the dodge option with the Joker. Pick up a 3, which isn't great, but isn't the worst thing ever. We still have a ton of damage in our hand with the aces. Poke out another throw. So we can go for 23 here. Yeah, might as well. The aim of the game is to kill him. And that puts a few more spirals in our discard, which is nice. Get a draw here. I will absolutely pay 10 life for this. Are you kidding? Yeah. Why am I hesitating here? Because I don't know how to play Geiger. And in retrospect, it's the obvious correct decision. Alright, we have a Temporal Distortion. We got another Jack. So this is pretty good. We got single ace, which, yeah. Not sure why I'm giving myself the 3 instead of the spiral first. Oh, I see, yeah. I need normal draw. I'm expecting more nonsense. So yeah, I'm going in here because because why not? Let's try to kill her. I still have the Joker, so I'm relatively safe from Mistress's command, so long as I'm playing blocks and attacks that are faster than 3. We have a lot more spirals in the discard now, and it turns out there's a heck of a there's a heck of a lot of kings waiting for us. So I think this is the optimal play here. It seems to make a lot of sense to me. So my game plan. See if you can detect what my game plan is for the rest of this set. So, Tumcuck. Come on, yeah, there we go. It doesn't. The strategy isn't going to work if we don't announce what we're doing in chat. So, and now unless he has a Joker, he's dead. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good, I feel. So we come out ahead in a really kind of awkward, bad matchup through the judicious use of just punching him and also playing all the finding and playing all the kings. Yeah, yeah, exactly. If the deck is giving you a signal like that, you obey the deck. At this point, I'm not sure if I've like tilted Ryker. I think he just has a connection issue, so he comes back before too long. We'll just wait for him to return. Oh, there we go. Quick check-in. Alright, so we are in Geiger versus DeGrey. So this is, I'm told, an okay matchup. And I assume the approach I'm taking is basically the same as Rook versus DeGrey. So, you know, a little bit less hit points, but a whole bunch more reach. So let's try to box him out. Immediate first turn ace. It's crazy sick. So I have the Joker. I could play the Joker. Instead, we're just going to face down, act like we don't have anything. Yeah, his last two characters are DeGrey and Troq, so yeah, not going to pick Troq against Geiger, obviously. Not that I know how to play that match or anything, so... I mean, not that I know how to play any of the Geiger matches, so... Okay, so we've done some blocking. Try to go in with a throw. We don't get much mileage off a throw. Basically, trying to protect some blocks. Okay, we get thrown with the 7 here. Usually indicates people have damage, so I am going to face down, I believe. Yeah. And Ryker does Ryker things and does not do the obvious, so he fetches that Joker right out my hand. So we're back on the ground. Not a great situation to be in. He's still got that single ace. Yeah. So at this point, I think maybe the point counterpoint had nothing behind it. Oh yeah, okay. So he could have had a jack behind it, but decided not to follow up. So it doesn't get any more moral high ground damage, does deal a significant amount of damage, has already put me at half health. Does power up for the second ace, so now has ace-ace in hand, and I've got just garbage. Just absolute garbage. Garbage nonsense. Throw is fairly obvious here, I feel like. So I'm really glad that this block ends up working. I should say throw from Ryker's side. Unlikely that he's going to have a dodge or play single ace as a dodge. He's probably looking to nail Arbiter here. Okay, does continue to play single ace as a dodge. Playing Trixie. Am able to get up to kind of a higher hand. That's good. And managed to find an ace, which makes me very happy. Throw into Jack here. Actually find some damage. Sitting on a 6-card hand, though. Not great. We find our friend the king. Go back to blocking and get thrown. So he has Arbiter behind this. Chooses not to play it, so hangs on to 2 aces in hand. A lot of damage. Try to poke out a throw here. Instead, end up running into a block. Have Temporal Distortion. I don't think we have too many spirals in the discard. Maybe 1. Haven't really found all that many yet. Still expecting a throw. Okay, so he ends up dodging and attempting the dodge into Arbiter. Not going to follow this up. I do have King that I can play. Probably time for me to put damage in my hand. With those 9s, get at least the second ace. Yeah, so we've got damage in hand. Definitely got damage in hand. What I should be doing is counting up how much. What it is 21, 31, 38, 43, assuming I get the throw, 43, 50, 1, 56, so 5 damage short. Decide to go in with the jack instead. So face down from Ryker there. I will leave this at just throw. At least put him on his back. I have lost track. I believe he still has Arbiter. We get, yeah, I'm going for the cross up here. You get the poke. And draw into a jack. He has used one joker, and yeah, at this point I need to be taking all the time I can to count out how much damage this is. But I end up panicking because pressure got to me. And decide that I can't think about it anymore and just decide to go in for damage. Like, I know I'm playing ace-ace, it's a matter of whether I'm following up with the rest of this stuff. I decide to just go for it. Unfortunately, it does leave him at 4 hit points. I thought I had killed him, but I did not. So now I'm at 32 hit points and I'm in top deck mode. So I'm praying desperately for correct answers from the deck. It's block or throw. Throw is lethal. Yeah, so either side would have lost. He can't kill me off of this, at least. Still has ace-ace in hand. Okay, now has 3 aces and something in hand. So yes, we're going to attack here. Obviously, we're going to attack here. And unfortunately, dodge was the answer we were looking for. So he does close out that game. Make it close. Unfortunately, did not manage to find, 4 more damage that I needed. Yeah. Math is hard when you're freaking out. All right, so we've got Midori versus DeGrey, and then Midori versus Troq. So if I can, yeah, so much faster on the draw is Ryker, turns out, and did have the Joker, unfortunately. So yes, if I beat his DeGrey with Midori, then I should be okay. Then I would feel okay. Going into the last matchup against Troq, I would be in the advantaged side of that matchup. So yeah, we're gonna try to do this. This is a very awkward matchup. The typical thing that Midori has going for him, where his dragon attacks beat dodges, doesn't work against DeGrey because DeGrey has dragon dodges. Or has special dodges, so those are exempt from dragon moves. So we just have to play honestly. We have to try to throw him. We have to try to poke him out. We do have dragon form in hand, so that's all right, I suppose. Try to get some more throws. Try to get some blocks in. Yeah, let's get for some more throws in there. So I can't go too low hand because low hand Midori is god-awful. But I can't just sit back and block because then I'll just get blown up by throws. So I have the opportunity to go for a cross-up here, so I will take it. Pokes me out with a 2. So hopefully he won't have too much damage behind this. Yeah, unless he had ace-ace or was willing to play a king or a jack on that turn. That was basically just a poke for hit points. I will block here. You can give me the throw. It's fine. Not willing to give you additional hit points. I would really rather not. So a good amount of damage on that throw. 20 hit points off 3 cards, including a 3. Okay, found ourselves a Joker. It's pretty good. As long as we don't get exploded with a raw pile bunker, we should be in okay shape. Yeah, we did not want to throw into that. Yeah. Yeah, 5 into queen, just want to find damage. Again, still have the out of dragon form. We might be able to... I don't know. Yeah. The awful thing about this is it pretty much requires you to have kings in this matchup, and you can still just get exploded by point counterpoint from this position. Yeah, so he does have to rotate here, so he's not going to take me out of dragon form, but still not ideal to take 7 to the face. 7 if we're lucky. Just be a whole bunch of damage waiting for us. Yeah, does have Arbiter that time. Didn't even think, because he was so low on hit points, that he would do that. And now no dragon cards anymore, so we're going to try to block. See if we can get something from the discard for free. Not sure why I'm normal throwing here. I mean, I assume it would work because he's just going to... Yeah, he's just going to sit there and block. Yeah, no reason to tack anything on there. Again, I have a cross-up possibility here. Pick up another dragon form card. It's pretty good. So he has started poking me on knockdowns. As long as I'm playing around pile bunker, I'm okay to get hit because I do have the Joker. Queen could eat up a poke, is what I'm hoping for, but no. He's going back to blocking. He's going to block city. Needs more options than 3 cards in hand. And I just expect him to play a little more recklessly than he is willing to do. So he's at 6 cards. Still blocking. I'm trying to ante up by going to some cards of my own. Puts at least single ace in hand. Try to counter a throw here, and instead get ace dodged. And I'm gonna face down the Joker here. Haven't gone that deep in my deck. Not impossible I wouldn't have it. Just plays single queen. Avoid that particular cruelty, which is nice. Powers up for second ace. Rhetorics again. And this is a lot of damage if I get hit here. So if he does play the face-up point counterpoint here, it's really devastating. So I really kind of feel like I have to attack from this position. Yeah, that's really a strange pick. 6 attack was greedy, but not... It was greedy in the right place. I'm not going to deal 42 damage off of anything. And luckily he respects the face down. So I need to get him to 29 without spending cards somehow. Because if I can get him to 29, I can power up the kings and the 8s and get J-spin into ace-ace. But unfortunately, that's going to be GG. Yeah, spends the king because he knows he's got it. That's gonna be it. Yeah, he's not gonna respect this twice in a row. Especially when it was obvious that I needed to face down last time. Me not doing it there means I don't have any. And I'm at 1 hit point, so I'm like, oh, okay. But if he's got a king, it's over. So I'm going to play around obvious king by dodging. So throw is really good here. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's feels bad. Feels bad. He does at least show me that he had the king, so the mix-up was real. Yeah, so